Hey Scrub Bearers, Chris here. So in this video I'm going to be doing this look right here. This is sort of a get ready with me video in a sense because I wasn't planning on recording anything. I knew I wanted to do my makeup because I'm about to hit the road and pick up my baby. She was visiting our family out in Indianapolis for Christmas break and I'm on my way to pick her up because I have missed her like crazy. So I decided since I was going to put on a face, let me go ahead and record it. I kind of chopped it up though a little bit because I filmed a eyebrow tutorial separately. I knew that I wanted to get an eyebrow tutorial out for you guys so that you guys have something for the new year 2017. I've been doing some different things with my brows, so I knew I wanted to film it, so I went ahead and filmed that separately. And then with the eye portion of it, I'm crazy in my mind. Like, even if I'm just getting ready, very seldomly do I do both eyes at the same time. I typically need a visual to go off of, so I usually do one eye anyway and then mirror what I got going over here, because if I mess up on my idea for one eye, I can just like wipe it away and it's like no harm, no foul, and I don't have to like, you know, start from scratch. Yeah, so it's not like really typical of a get ready with me. I am sharing a lot of information about some products that I'm using and kind of showing you guys sort of different techniques on how I'm applying my makeup. I do go quite into detail as far as my foundation and highlighting routine. There is some tweaks to it. So with all that being said, if you guys want to see how I got this look and watch me get ready, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Between us and a million miles, will this eye start to water like Old Faithful, like you know you would, bitch? Let's see. It's possible. Okay, girl, let's make it do what it do, okay? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of my Black Radiance pressed powder, and this is in Butter Pecan, and I'm going to take it onto this Sonia Kashuk big old fluffy blending brush. I've had this brush probably 5 years now, and I'm just going to take that color into the brow bone area, mostly to brighten that up. It's going to be one layer of the highlight, but it's just going to keep that nice and bright for me. And then I'm going to also travel this same color down into the crease area. So it's going to help me blend out all those beautiful, warm, rich, and warm browns that I have over here. It's going to help make a nice, beautiful blend. Ooh, let's open up this palette, girl. I'm going to take that same Sonia Kashuk brush and go into my Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place and pick up this rich, reddish brown color. And I'm going to pack that into where I would do my transition color. First, I'm just going to pack that color into that area until I am satisfied with the richness of it all, honey, because these colors right here are off the chain with the pigmentation, and you can get carried away, honey, but there are levels to this blend, okay? So after I am satisfied with the richness over here, we're going to go ahead and sweep this back and forth and just soften it up. I'm not using a heavy hand at all, not at all. It's going to pick up a tiny bit more of that color, and I'm just going to add that back and forth. Now you can take this step and just start zhushing it around until it's nice and blended. Try to get it as high as possible, short of the highest point of the brow bone area, but you can just kind of go back and forth and blend it. Blending is key. Major keys. And blending is king. Okay, honey, the highest of the high. Now I'm going to go back into that Masquerade palette and I'm going to pick up this, which is a deeper, more red color. It's almost like a brick red brown, a little bit warmer than this guy over here. And I'm just going to do a similar thingamajig, but I'm just kind of going to keep this color a little bit more concentrated and slightly lower as we go into the folds of the lid. A little bit lower, even onto the mobile lid. Getting it onto the lid is fine. I have hooded eyes, so I'm all over my lid all the time. It don't bother me, so it shouldn't bother you. Amen? Amen. So I'm just going to dust off a lot of that residual that's on the brush and just take that same brush and just soften up the harsh line, because we want the transition, baby, to be seamless. I don't want you to see the tracks. You know, you want that flawless illusion of a blend. Shall we begin? I know you like, girl, shut your ass up. Sorry. Okay, so to darken up the crease, I'm going to use this color right here. And this is actually a matte eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it is called, and it's, ugh, Jesus Christ. It's called Hot Cocoa or Hot Chocolate. And I'm going to take it onto my Sedona Lace EB15 brush, which is a slightly smaller, fluffy crease brush. And I am more or less just kind of packing that into the outer corner, and the folds of the lid were a little bit more tighter with the application, but it's a similar kind of, you know, pack the most of the color out here and blend it over kind of deal. And I'm only using this color because I use the color over here, but I actually have another color that I'm going to use that probably would be better. But, you know, that's what I get for not knowing where I'm going when I'm doing my eyeshadow looks. That's what I get. But, you know, it works. So I'm just kind of diffusing that color in, and I am bringing it over some. Not as close to inside as before. Switching brushes once again, I'm going to use this shader brush, this small or medium size shader brush that I got from like Walgreens. So what is it? Essence of Beauty, their products. They have like a line of brushes that are super affordable and they're quite impressive. And I'm going to go into my Kiss New York or Kiss Professional New York eyeshadow palette. This palette is called Goddess. And I'm going to take this dark matte brick red eyeshadow, which is the eyeshadow that is probably better suited for this area right here. And I'm packing that right into the outer third of the eye. I'm also taking a little bit of that color and adding that into like the fold of the eye. I'm not going to worry about over blending this part too much. It's totes fine, you guys. It's totes fine. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Morphe S4 concealer brush, synthetic brush, and then I'm going to take some of my Mica Beauty eyeshadow primer, and I am just going to set that right onto my bubble lid, and this is going to be a base for that gorgeous golden concoction that I have on my lid right here. And then now I'm going to just clean up that line. So using that same Essence of Beauty shader brush, I'm going to go back into that Masquerade palette from Javia's Place, and I'm going to take this gorgeous gold eyeshadow color. I'm going to lightly dampen that brush with a little bit of like makeup setting spray just to make it a little bit damp, and I'm just going to pack that color onto the lid. I'm really packing most of the color into the centermost part of the lid, and then I'm just going to kind of like feather it inward a little bit. So I'm going to go back into that brick red eyeshadow from the Kiss New York palette and kind of overlap the color right over that gold and take it a little bit on the inner corner as well. It almost makes the gold look more like bronzy around. I don't know if it's like really picking up in this camera, but if it's not, my bad, girl. So I just added a bit of sparkle, so I'm going to use this liquid glitter liner from Femme Couture. Oh, it's called Rock and Rose. It's just like a mix of like pinks and golds and bronzes. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and add my liquid liner. I'm using my L'Oreal Liner Intense liquid liner in Black is Black. Or no, Carbon Black, I'm sorry, Carbon Black. And I'm creating a more lean or skinny extended wing liner. I do love this liner. I use this a lot. So I'm going to coat my lashes with a little bit of this Motives Cosmetics Fiber Lush Mascara. I just got this about a week ago and I've been using it and I'm so in love with this mascara. It's super black and I have tiny eyelashes at the top, okay? My bottom lashes, you know, it's close to shitting on your faves. Not that far, but it's close to. It piddles on your faves. My top lashes, girl, it's a whole nother subject, okay? I might need to look into like lash growing serums or DIYs. With that being said, I love this mascara because it does like grab and coat and thicken every last lash that I have at the top. So I ain't mad at that, Motives, girl. Good job, bitch. For lashes, I'm going to take these fabulous mink inspired lashes from I Envy, their V-Lux line. This is a line of their like premier mink inspired lashes. They have a few different styles available. This is one of their more natural styles in my opinion. I think that this is the Molly style. I could be wrong because like I don't know what I've done with the box ever since, and I don't even know. I store my personal lashes in horrendous places, so I need to get a little bit more organized, but I'm pretty sure these are the Molly's. So moving on to the face, I'm going to use some of my DIY shimmering skin oil. That's what I'm going to call it. Shimmering skin oil and moisturizer. This is like custom made for my face type. I used rosehip oil, vitamin E oil, and a little bit of witch hazel for toning, and it's also just kind of a way to dilute the solution so it's not too oily. My skin doesn't get too oily. It's pretty much normal, but I don't like to overload it with tons and tons of oil for moisturizing. So that toner gives me that nice balance. And to add the shimmer to it, I have some of that Artist Couture Jackie O LeBron's Illuminator in there, which I have been loving. I'm so proud of Jackie. And just to lock that moisture into my skin, I'm going to go into my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, which I like a lot better than the universal invisible like loose powder. I love this a lot better. I feel as though it's a lot silkier. I find that the universal powder comes off a little grainy in my opinion. So this seems like it's more finely milled and it can kind of like melt into my skin, which is very, very important when you're using like these light colored translucent powders on dark skin. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take it onto like my little powder puff and press it into my skin. It's gonna act kind of like a mattifying primer as well. Because although it's cool to have your skin like healthy and nourished and moisturized, you don't want like your makeup bleeding through and getting all like seeping through it all and stuff. That's really annoying. And it's okay, you guys, it's going to go away. All that stuff is going to go away. I'm even putting it over my brows. Ooh, she's looking casket sharp. I'm just going to use my like powder brush and just kind of do a once over on my face. So I'm not going to do any corrective concealing. I'm just going to move right on to complexion, and I'm going to use my number 7 Stay Perfect foundation, and this color is chestnut, and I'm gonna go old school with it first. I'm going to apply it using my flat top Real Technique brush, foundation brush I guess. This offers pretty impressive coverage, let me tell you guys. Pretty impressive. I am not mad at the coverage, and I'm not mad at the color. My little septum ring always like goes to the left, to the left. Oh, this is the right. Moving on to the highlighting, I'm going to go super old school and use just a regular degula schmegula cosmetic wedge. This has been dampened though, and I'm going to take some of my favorite concealer. This is from Black Opal, and it is their Total Coverage Spot and Scar Concealer in Truly Topaz. Amazing, I love it. So I'm just going to apply and carve out my highlight, honey. This is when the war paint is starting to come to form. And before I move on adding my contour, I'm just going to go back into that Laura Mercier powder, the loose setting powder, the translucent loose setting powder. And I'm just going to set under the eyes. For my contour shade, I'm going to use some of my Black Opal foundation stick, and this is in Black Walnuts. I'm going to start looking like the Lion King on Broadway. A little bit along the jawline so I can start catfishing you hoes. And then we're good. The face is done. I'm going to go back into that Real Technique brush, and I'm just going to swirl it into the skin. I'm using pretty soft motions, honey. So I'm going to go into my Beauty Blender sponge. I haven't used this, right? And this is just going to help me diffuse any harsh lines. Just help melt that into the skin. Just press down, shaking together. For my all over powder, I'm going to go into this Black Up loose pressed powder, and this is in the PL number 3. And I'm going to take it onto this fabulous paddle brush from Motives Cosmetics. I really need to review this brush set because this brush set has been amazing to me. And I believe this is like all synthetic brushes. I'm quite impressed. I'm just going to use whatever's left on the brush to kind of like run across that translucent powder. That's going to help dust away the residual and like take away any potential ashiness. Because we don't want no ashy, honey. We don't want no ashy. Okay? So let's see if I can find a brush that's clean enough for me to do this, okay? Girl. Alright, so I'm going to go back into the Sedona Lace smaller blending brush, and I'm going to take some of that first transition color and just run it right under the eyes. And then I'm going to take that second color and dance right over it. And then I'm going to take that brick red eyeshadow from the Kiss Pro New York onto an angled brush. I'm just going to define right below my lower lashes. Just going to kind of pack that color in. I'm going to go back into the Motives Fiber Lush Mascara and apply it to my lower lashes. I'm going to keep it pretty warm and use this Inglot blush in the PB23W. Such a technical name. Just kind of dance it on my cheeks, girl. We're going to dance. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat. Yes. With somebody who loves me. She's not using Inglot as an illuminizer, you guys. I have totally converted onto the LeBron's train, honey. So I'm using my LeBron's bronzer, a collaborative effort between Artist Couture and my girl Jackie Aina. And I love it. So I'm just going to take it onto this Morphe like fan brush, and I'm just going to apply it not so much in the highlighted areas, but right into that gorgeous blush, because it does have like this gorgeous like rose gold that really complements that orangey blush really well. So we're going to dance that on as well, because I want to dance with somebody, god darn it. Shiny. I am going to skip the nose though, you guys. I am, however, going to apply a little bit of this into the brow bone area. Babe! Oh my lord. Oh, sweet Jesus. That's what it needed. That's what it required. Yes, ma'am. Okay, guys, so I got changed up a little bit. Put myself together because I'm about to hit this road. For the lips, I'm going to use the Ellery lip pencil from ColourPop, and I'm going to define and slightly fill in my lips. And then I'm going to go into Brad Lip Color. This is a liquid matte lipstick from Lena Lashes. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this mauve lip color from, what's this, Nika K. This is their True Matte lip color, and this is in Millbrook. So I'm just going to lightly brush through my brows just to soften them up and just to like knock some of that translucent powder or any face powder that got on it. I'm just going to knock it off just to clean it up. It makes a difference, you guys. One more mist across my face and we'll be done. Okay, you guys, I hope that you like this look. As far as my top, because all you can see is my top right now, this is actually a bodysuit that I got from Discovery Clothing, which is super cute. I love this rich maroon color. Like, I'm loving really earthy tones for some reason. On like earth on my lips, earth on my body. I love it. I am living for this bodysuit right here. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm pretty much just wearing like some light denim jeans. It's nothing too crazy. I will promise you guys in future get ready with me videos, you guys will get like the full throttle, like from beginning to end. It'll be a lot better for you guys, okay? These earrings, these are like vintage inspired earrings that I got from my beauty supply store. I have some really similar vintage earrings, kind of like this, except there's a little bit more color and adornment going on, but it's like a similar shade. I thought it was like really cute, not too much, not too dangly, you know. I don't mind being too much, but hey, just thought it tied everything together quite nicely. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Make sure that you thumbs up this video if you like this. Comment below if you have any suggestions for future videos. Comment down below. Make sure that you are subscribed if you aren't already. And if you are subscribed, go ahead and click on that little bell right there so that you guys can get reminders when I pop up another video for you guys. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. I'll link it down below for you guys as usual. A list of all the products that I've used in today's video will be listed in the description box, so make sure you check that out. As always, I love you lots, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Square Bears. Mwah.